Hey, good morning. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How are you doing today? I'm kind of sick. I'm a little sick. But you see, I'm back in my car and I have my blue coat on because it's friggin' cold outside. But yeah, today I wanted to talk to you about opposite language. What is opposite language? That's where you say one thing, but you give it the title and description of something else completely. Like, if somebody came over and they were like, Jay, let me see your pet. And I was like, okay, cool. Come here, cat. Come here, cat. Come here, cat. And then a 200-pound Rottweiler comes out wagging his tail. Now, while you're sitting there waiting for a kitty cat to come out, this big dog comes out because I named the dog Cat. Like, I would do that just because it's funny, but this is something that the Jehovah Witnesses do all the time. They have a bunch of words. What on the surface it kind of looks like one thing, but if you listen to the word, you'll think it means something else. And it's done very intelligently, to be honest with you. I can't knock them for that. It's very smart. Like the name, The Truth. They name the religion The Truth. It's one of the names. When in reality, full of lies. A ton of lies. But the great part is, when you try to leave, you get to say, oh, you want to leave the truth? I mean, yeah, I want to leave that title that you've given yourself. But let's be honest, it's not a description because it's not the truth. It's a lot of lies in there. You know what I mean? And this is what they do. This is what they use. This is the language that they use to get people to lock in mentally, you know? Because in your mind, while you're just saying the word truth, you're kind of subconsciously thinking like, oh, this is really the truth. And that's why they call it the truth. No! That's a title that they gave themselves. And it couldn't be further from the truth. And that's the games they play. Pretty much all the words that they use, you can use the opposite of it, you know? Like, for example, happiness. The other day, I saw some Jehovah Witnesses outside at their carts, right? And it said, would you like your family to have true happiness? You know? Basically, like, anybody gonna be like, yeah, I would like my family to be happy. But it's opposite language because everybody knows, that's an XJW at least, if you join the Jehovah Witness organization, you are risking tearing your family apart. Let's be honest. If you have a member of your family, let's say is homosexual, and you love them very much, they're your family, you know, you can't not love them, but you become a Jehovah Witness. Oh, that relationship is gonna not be too happy for too long. And you're gonna say, wait a minute, I wanted my family to be happy. Not in the Jehovah Witness organization, you didn't. That's not how it works. Like another example, new light, right? That's a word that they use all the time. Whenever something is wrong, they have to fix it with some new light. You know what I mean? Just think about that, for example, for a second. Just think about it. The Jehovah Witness people are historically kept in the dark about so much stuff. They're always kept in the dark. Most of them don't even know about the Elder's Manual, Shepherding the Flock. They don't even know about it. I was talking to somebody who was a Jehovah Witness for over 50 years, female, and I asked if they knew about this book. And she, what? I never heard of that book. Looks like they're keeping you in the dark, huh? Because this is the thing. This is what their new light is. Their new light is always meant to keep people in the dark. Like whenever they were talking about, oh, this overlapping generation and this generation will not die out, and then they started to die out. Well, we got some new light. This new light talks about how there's going to be an overlapping generation, you know? Because the old generation was starting to die out. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about new light. If you get that old light, you'll maybe start researching. Because you're going to say, wait a second, you said the generation wouldn't die out. They're clearly dying out. I think I'm going to do some research on my own. They're like, wait, before you do some research, we got some new light to say this is why this is happening. So you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was just about to research y'all, but I might as well stay in the dark. See, they're keeping you from the light, but they're calling it new light. It's very intelligently done, but it's clearly not what they're really saying. It's the opposite of what they're saying. Like privileges, right? You go to the hall, you have the privilege of cleaning the hall. Oh, this is our week to clean the hall. Yeah. It's a privilege, right? Come on, man. You know what that privilege does? That saves the Jehovah Witness organization from hiring some cleaning company, and they get to keep all that money. The money saved is money earned, baby. And that's what they do. They give that privilege to you. Because while you're saying, man, this is a privilege, it's really not. It's a title that they give, but it's not a description. It's never been a privilege for me to clean toilets or mop the floors or vacuum. This is not my house. It's never been a privilege for me, you know what I'm saying? But that's the word that they use. Just think about it. I know if you got any words that they use that has the opposite meaning, put it in the comment section. I want to hear it too. You know I like to talk to y'all. But yeah, this is the stuff that they always use. Like, I think that may be one word that's that they're pretty accurate with. The one description word that they use is the faithful and discreet slave. First off, after leaving the organization and you say that name out loud, it kind of makes you think like, wow, that is not a good word or term to use at all. Like, if I didn't know nothing about the Jehovah's Witnesses and I was come in and I was like, they're like, oh, look what the faithful and discreet slave provided us. I'd be like, whoa, what? Y'all got slaves? Where they at? We gotta free them. Trust me, I'm a descendant of slaves. It's not a hot thing to be a part of. You shouldn't just be happy about getting stuff from slaves. We should free them. Because just like, what do slaves do? They do what their master tells them to do. Now, you're going to say, oh, well, Jehovah's the master. No, he's not. The governing body is the master. Old top shelf T-Money Tony is the master. Old Stephen Liddy Let, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the masters that you're worshiping. They're telling you it's Jehovah, but it's not. They like, oh, we're the governing body. We're not, once again, I guess that's another title, the governing body. When they actually think that they are Jehovah. Now, I think that they know what they're doing, but what if they really don't? What if they really think they are inspired by God? I know they're not. I know they don't. But what if they really did, right? That'd just be another example of opposite world, where a group of people were telling you something that has the opposite meaning. Oh, we're just the governing body. But in real life, they think that they're Jehovah. You can look up all this stuff that I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, they use words that don't have correct meaning all the time. They enjoy it. Like, okay, paradise, for example. Everybody thinks in the Jehovah's Witness organization, when you die, you're going to be resurrected and you're going to go to paradise. Or you're going to survive the Great Tribulation and Armageddon, and then you're going to walk into paradise. Okay? Really. Let's think about what this paradise entails. Now, you won't have to go out of field service no more, apparently, which would be nice, I guess. But is it really a paradise? Really? Because how free would you be in this paradise? First off, if you can't beat off now, you can't beat off there. If you can only be with one person, you got to be with the one person forever. I mean, I guess that's cool or whatever, if you really love the person. But then, all these rules and regulations, and then not to mention, after 1,000 years, Satan comes back. Satan, he makes a reappearance for a little while. There's not even no reason behind it. Jehovah's just like, yeah, I'm just going to bring him back for a little while. Just to kick it, before I permanently get rid of him. No reason to do that. No reason to do that at all. But, I mean, this is not going to be a great place. If you really sit down and think about the lives that Jehovah's Witnesses live now and the life they would live inside of this paradise, it stands to reason it's not a paradise at all. not even enjoyable. You know what I mean? Just like I said, if you have any examples of Jehovah's Witnesses using words that mean the opposite of what they supposed to mean, go ahead and put it in the comments. I would like to point out, because I know I'm missing a ton. I only got a couple. There's a ton of them. So you let me know in the comments, all right? I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll holler at you later. That's not my term. What am I doing? Holla at you, Guala. Deuces.